This man was simply sitting there enjoying the view when, unexpectedly, his body deflated like a balloon. His companion tried to save him but was pierced through by a sword, then mysteriously vanished into thin air. To seize Polpo's 10 billion lira inheritance, Bucciarati brought them to a harbor. After renting a yacht, everyone set out to sea. Once the boat had traveled some distance, Bucciarati finally told Giorno their destination for this trip was Capri Island. Next, Bucciarati revealed the news about Polpo's suicide. Upon hearing this, all four of them except Giorno were utterly shocked. Whether it was actually suicide, perhaps only Giorno knew, since Polpo was the one he had taken out. But that wasn't what Bucciarati wanted to discuss. He didn't really care about Polpo's death. What he cared about was the hidden fortune Polpo had left behind. The amount was a staggering 10 billion lira. This enormous sum left everyone stunned. It was an absolutely massive figure. Moreover, only Bucciarati knew the location of the hidden fortune, because Polpo had originally asked him to hide it. Now that Polpo was dead, the 10 billion belonged to them. With this money, they could claim a seat as organization executives. This news was truly astonishing. In an instant, everyone looked at Bucciarati with newfound respect. But while everyone's attention was focused on Bucciarati, he noticed something strange about Narancia sitting in the back. He seemed to be grabbed by something, and in the blink of an eye, he disappeared. When everyone rushed forward to check, they only found one of Narancia's shoes, but he was nowhere to be seen. Everyone was completely baffled about what had happened. They called out Narancia's name loudly, but received no response. Then Mista and Fugo vanished one after another, without any warning. They simply disappeared. That's when Bucciarati realized they were under attack. Someone was hiding on this boat, launching a stand attack on them from somewhere. Bucciarati knew clearly that the enemy must be after Polpo's hidden fortune. Fortunately, Narancia and the others were still alive. Giorno used his stand to transform Narancia's shoe into a fly. The fly was trying to return to its owner. Narancia must be right there at the entrance to the cabin. But for some reason, the fly couldn't find him, flying around aimlessly, losing its way. Giorno figured they could assume Narancia's location was where the enemy was positioned, meaning the enemy wasn't simply hiding in the shadows over there. If it were Abbacchio's stand, perhaps they could drag out and defeat the enemy. But Abbacchio didn't want to expose his stand ability in front of someone he couldn't trust. He meant Giorno, and he had no way of trusting what Giorno said either. He still didn't consider Giorno as one of them. Understanding Abbacchio's concerns, Giorno immediately took action to prove his words, running alone toward the cabin entrance. Just then, a hand suddenly reached out from under the deck and grabbed Giorno, followed by a sword that pierced through him. Bucciarati was about to stand up to save him when Abbacchio suddenly stood up. In his view, Giorno was a madman, actually risking his life to prove it to him. With the help of Bruno Bucciarati and the other one, can Giorno Giovanna and his companions be rescued?